Hey, what's going on with it, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters? This is the one, the only Nintendo Free 2011, aka Criticism Guy 2009. So yeah, before I begin, real quick, once again, like I always have, is Powerade. This time drinking the lemon lime. This video is brought to you by also Mentos Up to You Guns. Pretty chill as fuck. You know, you get your little like choosings of Up to You. Even though I already finished this part, but you know it's all good. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So hopefully you read the title up in the above and below. So I'm going to be doing top 5 90s commercials ever. The reason why I did top 5 instead of a top 10 or even bigger, a top 20 is because that's a lot of fucking hard work and effort into that thing. So I decided not to do it. So this way it'll be a little bit easier. So yeah, basically number 5 is the pizza commercial, the Halloween one back in the 90s. Oh my god. This is basically the only one I can remember. Like I did come across a whole bunch of other ones, but this one was like the funniest out of all of them. So basically, it just starts with him. You know, this is a complete ripoff of Oh No, Mr. Bill. If any of you guys don't remember that British comedy, even though like everyone that was talking was a regular U.S. white dude or whatever, but you know. Speaking of which, I'm gonna try not to get in a race here. As much of a touchy subject as that shit is, I'm not gonna get into it. That might be for a rant one day, but until then, not gonna happen right now. So yeah, basically, he's just walking them all over the place, like, oh, let's get a stuffed crust pizza hut, because the stuffed crust at that time in the 90s was huge as fuck at that time. I remember I rarely ever got it like once out of the year back when I was with my folks and shit. And let me tell you, shit was a little hard at that time, but at the same time, I had my good times, I had my ups and downs, just like a lot of human beings have in this world, you know. So basically, at that time, there was that, and then there was the first PlayStation 1 demo that they started bringing out, like, what's it called, the Cool Borders. Any guys from the 90s who grew up at that time, you know what I'm talking about. The Crash Team Racing one. What else did they have? I think they had the first Ape Escape on there, and a lot of other things too, like, I think Spyro the Dragon, and like 2 more that I'm forgetting, but it's not, my memory's a little fuzzy on that shit. So yeah, basically, yeah. He's walking up to the whole little mansion and everything, and he's getting scared of these ghosts and goblins and everything, and then like finally gets taken away by this Count Dracula lookalike stickly thing back in the 90s too. That was pretty funny. So yeah, that's number 5. And coming in at number 4, I don't know if any of you guys remember this shit. I thought it was funny as fuck. You know, even though at that time my family literally wasn't able to afford any of that stuff, but you know, like I said, I'm not gonna try to step into racial territory, but here you go. So Gator Golf, basically, the name explains it itself. You know, they show these 2 kids. You know, they're just like playing this little Gator Golf, and every time they get the golf ball, which is really a fake little plastic ping pong ball, because let's face it, you know, kids can be reckless as shit sometimes. Back in those days, they were a lot more reckless than they are now, because you know. You got the iPads, iPhones, tablets. Most of them are lazy shit now. But unfortunately, no, that's the younger generation. 2 younger generations probably for me. Because I know I'm Generation X, obviously. So yeah, basically, Gator Golf, you know, if they would have gave them real, actual, solid, like, golf balls, they'd be getting hurt a couple times and that company would have been sued back in the day. So yeah, basically, they show them hitting the little golf ball, then like the little blonde white kid's like, oh, like, here, Dad, you give it a try. And then after that, at that time, me being young at the time, I was like 5 or 6 when that shit came out. What's it called? I was like, oh, darn, I missed. He's like, I'm not ever going to be good at you guys. It's like, oh, nice try, Dad. Of course, they would never say that in real life because, you know, a lot of commercials are fake as shit when you get older. But, you know, as far as childhood goes, the childhood memories, you know, just like mine, they were awesome as hell, you know, especially when it came to, like, toys and games and shit. No, that's how it was. Coming in number 3 is Doritos 3. I don't know if any of you guys have remembered these ones, or the Sun Chips, or even like the, because I know they still sell Sun Chips, but they don't sell like 3D anymore. Or even the 3D flaming hot Cheetos, like the Cheetos Puff Ball. That was my shit back in the, that was literally crack cocaine in a can for fucking kids back in the 90s. Seriously. I was hooked and addicted to those things. I would eat them probably almost every fucking weekend. I really wish I would have kept the bottle if I knew that they weren't going to be selling it like that no more. Even though Doritos and Cheetos and all those other big giant CEO companies are still around nowadays, but of course they're still as big as ever. They're just, you know, starting to run out a lot of flavors and shit. Even though they make a billion other commercials. I know last year they made that the jacked up one, like the Sasquatch Doritos or whatever, or the Evil Knievel ones. I don't know. So they're still $1 billion multi, platform thing. Not multi-platform, but like multi food corporation. So yeah, basically I remember the commercial for this. They showed this hot ass girl, whatever. And these other two guys are like flirting with them and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, which was funny, I thought it was hilarious as fuck back then. The two guys, one of the guys, he like flips his thumbs or whatever and puts both of the 3D Doritos in his mouth, and then the other one he just does it while he's blind or something. And then the third one, she puts it in the laundry, and of course in real life that would have killed her, but this is commercial logic, in TV land it didn't matter, a lot of people really don't watch TV very much anymore. They usually watch the internet online stuff or tablets and shit. And last but not least, what happened there, she ends up eating all of them, and then the guy at the end says, "Hey, shoot, wow." So, obviously it was kind of racist because, of course, me being young back then, I didn't really know very much of it, but at the same time, it was like, I kind of had that vibe, But it was still hilarious nevertheless. So that's number 3, Doritos 3D. Number 2, Mousetrap. Oh my god. I wanted this game so fucking bad, but one of my cousins got it instead for their Christmas time. Way back in the day. When I was still in the East Coast and shit like that. What's it called? I thought it was awesome as shit. I actually saw an earlier 90s one of that because, well, since I was like 2 or 3 years old, of course I didn't remember that. So, obviously. Not until the later on, this one came out. I always thought the little jingle for it, the catchy little jingle tune they would play for it, I thought it was awesome as hell back then. He was like, "Oh my god, I want it so bad," Me being a little 90s kid and all, Good lord, it was some crazy ass hilarious times, at that time I was kind of a loner most of the time, but I'm not gonna get too personal with it. Mostly the only friends I have are my cousins and a couple other people. I'm not gonna really say names nowadays, because they're probably a lot more older now. And some might be a little younger, some might be the exact same age as me. But yeah, other than that, I love the little Marvel. I like the little man where you had to flip him in the back or whatever. All the little boots and everything that you can see there. It was a really hot mess, but in a good ass way, Really amazing times back then. I just love the reminiscing on this. See that Mousetrap. And I liked all these videos, so if you want to check it out, I'll put like a playlist down there below so you guys can check that shit out. And then number 1. I know they made 2 other versions of this later on, like 2000, 2001, or 2002. Around that area, but in the 90s, this is the one that started off. And surprisingly enough, same people made Transformers, MLP, FIM, My Little Pony, Max Steel, Battleship, etc. Hasbro actually made this, which I was actually shocked as shit. I didn't even know about this until earlier last night. That this was one of Hasbro's, properties. That kind of blew the hell out of my mind, I'm not gonna lie. So basically the name of the game was, it's a Bop It, Twist It, and Pull It. That they always called it an It, It's the funny part about it. Then it was Bop It Extreme, and then the microchip, the keychain version of that, which wasn't as big sellers as the original Bop It, but it was still fun, I guess, nevertheless. And the other one I had to Wheel It, and then Spring It, I think, or Zing It. Spring It or Zing, I don't know. Basically, they show these one kids and this little Moreno black kid or whatever. He's like, I thought it was a little racist though, because the little black kid, he always lost every time. It's like, oh no, But hey, it was the fucking 90s. What did you expect, But other than that, it was a very hilarious game. I remember I got this for my birthday when I was like about 9 or 10, way back in the day. But yeah, so it'd be like 14 and a half years ago. So other than that, really amazing times with this, oh my god. I used to play this thing constantly till the fucking batteries ran out. That's how much of an addict I was with this back in the day. Really amazing times, even though I keep saying that. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I had a bonus one here, but I lost a picture for it, so unfortunately, I don't know. If I ever do another top 5 or top 10 of this, I'm probably going to wait until I get 150 subs. Because right now I'm at 138, maybe 39, around that area. I still have to check it, by the way. So yeah, and then my criticism guy, whenever I get like maybe 130 or 150, I might do a special video there. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, like I always say, peace out, bros and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world. Don't drink and smoke weed at the same time. Don't drink the reckless. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, be easy. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all soon, okay? Late, I'm gone and out. See you soon. Bye.